Mike the Ref Maloney, Big Bad Boris on the call here tonight.
Let's go! Let's go!
Third! The Super Kick Party! Yeah, pay the money for that. No one. And of course, you gotta get the Coffin spin. Hey, yo, 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 and away we go. Hey. Welcome, everybody, to the AEW Collision Sidecast here tonight. And always a pleasure to see each and every one of you here, whether you check it out live, whether you check it out on VOD, whether you're checking it out on the old YouTubes. Two shows exactly the same time, and I'll be honest, as much hype as Saturday Night's main event's getting, I think this might actually be the better show of the two tonight. Just action-wise and everything that's involved in the show, because seeing the return of Samoa Joe tonight's going to be fun. The four-way, Aminata, Purrazzo, Yuka Sakazaki, and Sarita Deeb. Winner gets Mercedes on Dynamite. That's going to be a lot of fun. Just everything lining up, like we're getting Okada and Commander, I do believe, is what we're getting tonight as well. So that'll be a hell of a lot of fun. Like, and don't get me wrong, I don't. To me, it doesn't matter which program you watch. I prefer you watch everything as much as you can, but we only have X number of hours in a day, so as long as you're willing to. All I say is like what you like. If somebody doesn't like what you like, well, you don't really have to worry about that a whole lot. So we're probably going to get updates back and forth here all night here from people. If you guys want to chime in the chat, we do have a spoilers are fine rule when it comes to Saturday Night's main event here tonight. So if anybody wants to chime in with any comments about it, feel free. But yeah, we're here to talk wrestling. We're here to enjoy wrestling. We're here to get ready for a big release of WWE 2K25. The information's coming out on Tuesday. And something that's been leaked and pretty much set out there is it looks like they're possibly moving towards more of a universe mode similar to NBA 2K25. Where you can actually crawl around an entire area of different things going on and whatnot. As we're getting ready for the show, just 10 seconds to go, apparently. By the way, if you haven't noticed, I've been able to add a little score bug to the bottom here. Hopefully it works out here. I've been trying to work things out a little bit here, trying to get sizing right and all that stuff, so... it's going to cover basketball, going to cover football, well, basically cover everything. As we are setting up now. Oh, we got the... These guys are going to do Saturday's main event's opening better than Saturday's main event. At least the old school type. Joe's gonna murder this poor kid. Oh, that's right. We get the face-to-face. Wow, really? Well, this place is popping for Joe. You know they're ready. Joe's gonna kill you. I love how they get the show fired up here every single week. Yeah, I wonder what match they're going to put on first here. Oh, good old... Actually, Daly's place looks a lot better right now than normal. They got the extra signboard in behind the ring, which is actually going to be a lot... It makes the aesthetic look a lot better. I am cold, baby. Oh, jeez, we're opening the show with a murder. We're opening the night with a murder. Somebody find Simon Miller. Listen to this crowd. This crowd is going bananas. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Nick Wade does to sort of counteract everything that's going on. Nick Wade's not getting his own music tonight? Joe's gonna kill you. I wonder how long it's gonna take before that chant starts up again. Joe's gonna kill you. I think you're underselling Joe. That's more like it. We're going to get a straight up 3-on-1, or are we going to get some help out here? Oh, there we go. Hook and Shibata. Oh, the clad's all here. It's like, where you going, guys? Where you going? It's gonna be nice to see these two guys back, like these three back together. Oh Jesus, we got Shibata and Takeshita tonight. I forgot about that. That's our main event. Shibata and Takeshita's our main tonight. That will be a lot of fun. I love Joe. I really do. Joe's just shaking his head, nah. Do you really want to antagonize Joe? Attaboy. There you go. That's how you got to do it. Joe has literally done one move so far, and he's so over with this crowd. Oh, here we go. Well, Joe's back. Ooh, that was stinky. That was stinky to say the least here. Are they going for Muscle Buster already? That's one way to get out of it. Get out of a Muscle Buster. Go straight to the eyes. Even Joe's like trying to sell without trying to sell kind of thing. It's like it would help if you didn't. You should attack the proper leg. There you go. Just to clear, yeah, your father. They're setting this match up to work rather well, right? Like Wayne's doing everything he has to do to get in, to stay in this match and take advantage, right? Work the knee, a lot of high flying moves. Joe hasn't done his miss spot yet, so we know we're getting it. Surprised Joe even respected him enough for a 1 count. Oh, that's right. We get Brody King and Buddy Matthews versus the Gates. I'd assume that the Hurt Business might come out and talk to him a bit. 2.0 and Garcia versus the UE. This is a really solid card for a basically a homecoming show. He actually hit it. He got a 2 out of it too. Oh, here it is. Oh, God. I think Joe's had enough. He's like, sorry, no, we're done here. I've let you play long enough. As we have a brawl on the outside. And Nick Wayne's dead. Lay dead. Lay dead. And I mean lay in both ways. Both L-A-Y and L-E. Joe looks like he really hasn't missed a step. Not that he's had to worry about losing a step at all to begin with anyway. Yeah, Joe's a little bit over. Just a little bit. He didn't have to play many cards. It's Nick Wayne. You shouldn't have to play many cards. Not even any really good cards either. I can't wait for Grand Slam. So apparently, I think AEW blog put it out there that Megan Bayne is going to be taking on Camille in Australia. Unless that was just a fan post, but it looked like it was looked legit. This was such a great segment on Wednesday, though. I love how there's such story development in simply like, what? Maybe 10 minutes? 15 minutes? I love that Omega's not even letting Callis get a word in edgewise. Mega, what do you do? Ospreay claims that's the best moonsault he's ever had. I'm just happy that they're developing some matches for Grand Slam finally. They're not doing much for Revolution, but they are definitely setting up for Grand Slam quite a bit. So what are we getting? Like, that was actually a really quick match to start off tonight. Not that I expect Samoa Joe to go long on any match that he does, unless it's a championship match or somebody big time. Okay. So we're getting Okada and Commander. This will be fun. Commander's just been getting such a boost lately for all the things that he's done. And after getting that opportunity to get the Ring of Honor TV title, and now, but basically costing Claudio that spot in the Continental Classic in the playoffs. But yeah, you gotta love the Commanders just getting all these extra opportunities, even though I do understand people's concern about having a Ring of Honor champion in on the AEW card rather than working the ROH tapings more than anything. Could you imagine Commander getting a victory on this? I can't, but you never know. This reminds me of the Bugs Bunny cartoon, where the big heavy wrestler, you know, wants to shake Bugs' hand and then tries to bite him, but then it's a stick of dynamite instead. Ole! Yeah, because he knows exactly what Okada's going to do to him. Why would you shake his hand? Commander just really smooth. Oh, there we go. Speaking of smooth, you know, watching Okada just work, just taking things way too simple here. Just Okada wasn't down to a knee. He fell on his ass because he lost his balance. Let's just call it what it is. Oh, that's right. They're doing the double taping because of the Rumble coming up on Saturday. So, yeah, next weekend we will not have a AEW Collision Sidecast, unfortunately, with the Rumble going on. I just they're probably going to move the time of the show, and if they do, I'm going to be at work. Depending on how things go, I might actually do some WWE 2K after the Rumble's done. Okada looks somewhat concerned, actually. Oh, there we go. Nice little ramp entrance. I like that. Yeah, that was a little... I would say that was a little rough there. Are we actually going to get the picture-in-picture, or is it straight commercial? Oh, they are doing picture-in-picture. I want to see how long this lasts. It's one of the running gags here when it comes to AEW on the USA Network in Canada. Last couple weeks, they've actually gone to a full commercial instead of picture-in-picture. Whatever works, I guess. But, yeah, just... It makes me wonder what's really going to come down the line here for Okada. I know that they're trying to set up Omega for Texas, so you know that Okada's not going to be losing that title anytime soon. But I do feel that Okada's going to be, like, I do believe he's the same way as the Bucks, where he has a reduced schedule on how many matches he has to do. Now that the tournament's over, they're just going to let it, let him play out a little bit, get a few matches here or there. This one, I don't know where Okada's located in the U.S. when he was, like, when he situates down, like where he's based out of. I'd assume it's down in Florida, but who knows at this point. Oh, they're doing another teaser tweet. Well, at least I know we got some good working audio here at for AEW tonight. NBC, get your stuff together. As we're coming back from picture in picture here. Nice to see Jim Ross take a time out of his week to show up here this week. Yeah, Okada just said that flippy shit ain't for me, bud. Commander gets the face buster out of that. It's been a little bowling shoe ugly, this match. I expected a little bit smoother, but sometimes it just doesn't happen unless, well, maybe it'll work a little bit more now that the pace of the match has picked up here a little bit. Well, neither title's on the line here, so it wouldn't surprise me if they actually let Commander win this one. Oh, and just announced just a couple days ago that AEW pay-per-views are actually going to be moving over to Amazon Prime as well. If that's the case, I think I might go that way instead of Triller. I'm not sure. Okada should never be allowed to hit a top rope move against a guy as small as Commander. I love how they zoom out on Okada shooting out the bird. Oh, there we go. There's some flippy stuff. Commander's got to get this pace of this match picked up quick. He's already been hit with the signature. And destroyer out of nowhere. Nigel, what are you talking about? That was a destroyer. Said to hell with it, I'll do it outside the ring instead of inside. That's pretty awesome right there. Commander getting ready here. Uh-oh. Nope. You're done. Think about Okada. He doesn't need 16 or 17 openings to hit moves to get your final move in. That Rainmaker, he just needs one miss, able to grab the wrist, spin you around, and whack you into eternity there. Can't even open up the title. Is Okada trying to actually give a legit handshake? Kick him in the balls, right? No? Yeah, no, we knew something was coming. Oh, and he's just walking out. I thought he was going to do more there. Oh, so we're getting the UE versus 2.0 and Garcia coming up. First 30 minutes hasn't been too bad here. The fact Samoa Joe ripped apart as quickly as he did on Nick Wayne. I love how it takes like 500 people to take out Shane Taylor. I really wish one of these teams would end up getting the trios titles at this point. The fact we haven't seen the trios titles defended, I think we've seen them defended once since Yuta, Pac, and Claudio won them. Once or twice only. And that was just trying to convince Yuta to join the group. Oh, that's right. They were Bill, why are you wearing a backpack? We going to school? All right, well. I see the two beer tag girls there in the back. They're like, they're going to take those chafing plates out of my pay. Jeez. Now he takes the backpack off finally. I love how there's a fight going on. They show people on the side just not giving two craps about it. Why are you not letting them fight? Let them fight. It's Staley's place. They need some renovations. As we hit commercial break here. Once again, everybody, just thank you for being here. Truly appreciate you. I'd have to say, for the first quarter of the show, not bad. Pretty solid matches. Joe gave Nick a little bit more than I thought he would. I thought he'd clean him up like a spot and Nick would unload every special move he got, and Joe would avoid him, but apparently he didn't even need to tonight. Like the miss spot off the high cross bodies and such. Then all of a sudden the 10-minute mark hit, and all of a sudden Joe's like, nope, we're done here. Let's go. And then, just a very quick match here between Okada and Commander. Commander looked good. A little sloppy at some points, but looked good enough to be a TV champ. Knew you weren't going to take out Okada. It did look like Commander was a little bit nervous there going into it, but I digress. And now we're getting the trios match. And maybe we'll establish the UE as a trios team, because we also have Taven and Bennett that haven't been around and haven't been seen for a while, so we're going to have to see what happens, because I know just reading stuff online, I don't have any insight into this. I'm not Ibu or anything. It seems like Mariah is on the outs with AEW right now, so who knows what'll happen with Mike there. If you haven't heard about all that drama going on, I swear the wrestling world would be so much better if we could actually get rid of all this damn drama between people that really don't need the drama. And the majority of those are guys like us that just react and watch. And if you haven't heard, the story about Britt Baker was broken by, essentially it was mentioned by Conan, but then brought up by Ibu, one of the newest guys from Fightful. Basically, he broke some confidentiality with some of the wrestlers, and Sean Ross Sapp's been playing defense, trying to fix that up ever since. And I don't blame Sean. Like, it's one of the tough things. I think I was going to talk about this on Wednesday for one of my little pre-show talks here. Sometimes people get a little bit bigger. Oh, speaking of bigger. Hey, Roddy. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Let's just throw that out there for that. Alexi's trying to stay in this, but... They need to time the music just a little bit more perfectly on that, but... I am cold, baby. Always be careful of stairs, Adam. Always be careful of stairs. Oh, it's just nice to see Cole finally settling into a spot here and getting things done. Surprised we don't get it like a communal music for the three of them, right? They did have one. I don't know why they don't use it, but maybe that's because they want to save it for Taven and Bennett specifically. Interesting that we got like a six-face match here, really. And the fact we get to see Cool Hand Ange for the first time since being a father. Oh, and here we go. Shane Taylor Promotions going to come and wreck everything. That's just... That actually would make a lot of sense. Because Menard hasn't been doing a lot of wrestling. Ange has been busy being a father right now, which... Be cool to see Ruby back, but she's going to... If she's going to come back to the ring... It's definitely going to be a few more months up the road. I'm sorry. I'm going to inform for all the guys that don't have ladies, and I don't have myself, but it takes a little bit of time after you've had a kid to get back in the same physical shape you were before you had the pregnancy. It does wreck you a little bit. This is a fun matchup. I'd like to see. I'd like to see this little one-on-one in the future with Cole and Garcia. Ooh. Les Fils. So we got Roderick versus Menard. All right, Magic Matt, let's see what you got. You would think, having the fleur-de-lis on your chest, especially after the recent political stuff, that would make you a heel here, but... Daddy Magic. You actually think you're going to get a cover on that? Now I'm surprised they don't have a "He's Your Daddy." Oh, we got the welcome back chants. Okay, we do that. Now this is gonna suck. Only a 1 count, and ain't fooling around. Oh, they're just okay. I thought they were actually going to try to do a sneaky move, but... Oh, Garcia missed. Oh, he ended up getting Menard as an interference there. Oh, Moriarty. Moriarty and Garcia will be a lot of fun when we finally get that matchup. And now we get picture-in-picture, but the commercial audio is the only thing that's on, no video. Sort of like if it was on the wrong layers. So the running gag of AEW screwing up their production once again. I guess it's not as bad as we heard the other guys doing right now. So I just quickly take a look at some notes that are going through here. Oh, and we've gone to full-fledged commercial now, so obviously somebody couldn't figure out what they were doing for their proper overlays here, but no, I gotta feel this will turn into a nothing match, or unless Menard's gonna get pinned somehow here. I don't see Ange doing it on his first match back. They're sure as hell not gonna pin the TNT champion. Unless Cole's going to do it, and then they're going to get that face off to it, right? But yeah, that would be the only way I'd see anything other than a screwed up finish out of this, so. But yeah, we still got that, the Buddy Matthews and Brody King versus Gates of Agony match. We still got the women's four-way. The winner gets Mercedes. And we still got our main event, which is Takeshita versus Shibata. Which that could happen pretty much any promotion around the world. It would still be a lot of fun. New Japan, DDT. What do we got going here? Sorry, just weird commercials coming up. So, how are you guys enjoying your week? I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's enjoying life. Oh, they just showed a commercial for Dogman. Which, all right. All right, we're back to full picture again. I just find it amazing that it's so... Life is interesting but tiring. Yeah, I hear you. By the way, good to see you here tonight, RK. It's been a very stressful couple weeks, to say the least. Like, mentally, if you get caught up on a little bit too much, it just gets to you. Wrestling-wise, it's just been busier than ever. Like, hell, we got 2 shows at the same time right now. We're going to have 2 shows next week, I think, probably the same time. They haven't mentioned what time Collision is next week. Now, I'll be straight up with you guys. I'm not going to get home in time to stream the Rumble itself. Plus, I think there's a lot more WWE streamers that I think you guys would have a lot of fun with compared to me. But probably not going to stream Collision next week. Might get on after the Rumble, and if Collision's on its regular time after everything's all done, might just come in and do some 2K work, but these guys are going. I want to see this. I seriously want to see this match. Cole versus Garcia. Jesus. Cole sold that like a champ right there. Guess I'll watch the NSP event after this. Yeah, like, I've gotten into the habit personally of watching WWE on fast forward after everything out, after it's all done, just because I find the pacing of WWE is just way too slow for me personally. Number of commercials and all that stuff, so it just works better for me to do it separately. Plus, I'm sure if anything really shocking happens, social media is going to let me know anyway, so. By the way, what'd you think of Hendry versus Cardona this week? I had it on in the background on Thursday night as they were doing TNA Live. Some people don't understand about AEW, WWE. They're supposed to be different. Exactly. Like, I appreciate the fact that programs are different. And I think I mentioned on Wednesday, the reason I prefer AEW over WWE is the fact that I don't have to wait. Oh, they're making Angie the pin. Interesting. They're trying to set up for those trios titles again, and I really do hope they get them. But yeah, like, for me, the main reason why I cover AEW versus WWE is the fact that I only have 4 hours of programming to worry about versus, well, 4 plus ROH. Compared to the currently 8 of WWE plus PLEs. So when people complain about stories or refereeing or matches, they're missing the point. Exactly. There's a different focus on different things, right? So Bill's gonna talk after getting beaten up on the outside? I thought if we're gonna get a parking lot brawl, we're gonna get a real one. Not this little crap. Shade Taylor, Lee Moriarty, they're showing off pretty good here.
Last week, my tag team partner turned his back on me. My mentor turned his back on me too, in front of the whole world. And something like that could ruin any person's life. But the response has been really overwhelming, and it made me realize I'm not just any person. I'm not just the best wrestler alive. I'm a survivor too. So
What?
I'm happy to announce right now my open challenge series. Who can survive the best wrestler alive? I want to see how many people here at AEW are just like me. I want to see where the survivors
Wait.
are. Because all you guys, you're good. This is where the best wrestle. But you can't be better than the best wrestler alive.
Can we say anybody's a little Delulu here? Max Caster is like the definition of Delulu. Ugh. If you don't like AEW the way AEW does it, then you don't need to. But try to argue it is terrible and ridiculous. Absolutely, it's a different type. Like, if I could watch it in pieces, it works great personally. And AB Killick, good to see here. Yes, we did finish off. We did end up in second. We ended up losing the final bowl game to the Purple Mutant Eaters. I really do. Now that the Vikings are not in the playoffs tomorrow, I'm hoping that, not that I'm biased or anything today. Sorry, I got to hit the mute here. Hoping that the Bills pull things off tomorrow. I want to wear the red today because I'm not wearing it tomorrow. Good game. Going to play. It's a good game in doses. For the amount of cheese that's involved in that game, we'll probably leave it as our sports game for like Halloween time or whatnot, so we'll come back to it later on. There's just too many good ones on the market right now, so I'm probably not going to right away, so. But yeah, we'll definitely get... It's not something that's going to go away. Like, if we make it to the Super Bowl, we're definitely getting some blitz in. But I think the real Max Caster knows he is delusional, but he's probably loves ticking people off. I want to see this be the open challenge where he loses every single match. And just watch him descend into madness at this point. And by the way, good to see you here, Jay Quick. Good to see you here, AB Killen, as well. I actually got home early from work because my boss scheduled me and somebody else for the same time. So the boss in charge tonight said I could leave early. Boy, Jay Quick. I would hopefully be full pay, but that would really be pushing it. But never be afraid to ask for full pay for something like that. But yeah, we're watching Collision right now. I know that Saturday night's main event is on. Just basically using the social medias to learn what's going on during the show. I'll be honest, I personally don't... Watching me on my phone Saturday night's main event on your TV, hey, I appreciate you, Jay Quick. And yeah, I'm... frankly, because I don't have my computer going right now, or else we'd have literally a dual sidecast. I'm still hoping March to get my phone, or get my desktop back and all the things fixed up. But, yeah, I honestly feel that Saturday night's main event's going to be a big nothing burger tonight. Do I think that Jey Uso's going to win the title? Maybe. Doubt it. Don't know really that really needs to be. Oh. Hey, hologram's healed. I appreciate that. Hologram's going to be back soon.
What's on our mind is that we've been in Jacksonville now for just under 24 hours. We haven't been able to find Action or Leo anywhere. It's also kind of funny that now they're on our honestly surprised that they're not here right now.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Do I need to remind you that I didn't want Leo's ass in the group from the get-go?
You didn't speak yours.
Chill. Nah, look. When you were out, Action held it down. And when you were coming back, we were well on our way to becoming trios champs until your boy,
My boy.
showed back up.
Not my boy.
Oh boy.
That left you high and dry while I was out. He started this mess, and now I gotta clean it up. So, Leo, you wanna act all big and bad? That's easy to do after we just wrestled a match.
He does not look big anything.
When it's just me and you in there. If you're looking for a fight, take off your stupid coat and see me in the ring, and I'll send you packing again.
Well, it looks like we got a match for next Saturday.
The very angry Darius Martin fans will be more on that, I'm sure, in the weeks to come. But as you know, coming up on the 20th or the 15th of February,
Shivani, come on.
it's going to be Grand Slam Australia in Brisbane. With that in mind, it's time for tonight's face-to-face. Let's bring in the AEW Women's World Champion, Mariah May.
Oh, this is going to be fun. I really wonder if... I wonder what Toni's going to do. Whether it's going to be legit or not. Whether she's just acting or is she...
Like that, the icy temperature has risen here in Jacksonville.
Oh, God. Somebody get some oxygen for Nigel.
Has done for the AEW Women's Title what Ava Peron did for Argentina.
Ava Peron for Argentina.
Statuesque,
Really?
demure, and absolutely unstoppable.
All right, Nigel. Calm down. Breathe a little.
Alright, Tony, let's get this shit over with.
Wow. There's our one for the week, folks.
Slam Australia, Toni Storm.
And Tony's coming out the whole, track pads, rookie suit. She is, you gotta admit, no matter what, she is doing a hell of a job at this. Shivani, why are you there? Just go away.
When I look at you, I see nothing.
Okay.
When I think about you, I feel nothing. And in the hearts of every one of these fans, you are nothing.
Okay.
You are a joke. You are a meme. They laugh at you and then they forget about you, just like I always knew they would.
They don't forget about anything. These are wrestling fans. They remember the worst of everything.
Do not care about you. I have never cared
She sees a you.
about you. You were just the dumbest, easiest pawn I used to dominate this entire game.
And Toni has no clue what she's talking about.
And if I have to remind you again, in Australia, so be it. Because as good as I feel right now,
There are some feelings probably going out right now.
humiliating you in your hometown.
Mariah May, I am your biggest fan.
Wow. I'm thinking act, but
From the UK to Japan to here in AEW,
She's waiting to see if Mariah can buy this. I'm loving this.
I want to be just like you.
Oh, into the bosom. Whoa! Slap to the hat goes away. Knocks her out with a title belt. Maybe the knock to the head knocks some sense into her. You know, every hero's got to go through some trauma, right? She knocked Aubrey over. Oh, get the hell out of here. Okay. Of course, Nigel's going to defend all this. I still say Toni wins.
Makes you think that I've forgotten.
There we go. There we go. Here it comes. Here it comes.
What makes you think our dance is done?
Oh, you did bad. You did.
Scar, every drop of blood, I will feel forever. But now, it's my moment in the sun. They say the hardest role you will ever play is yourself.
She's back.
What you just witnessed is the performance of a lifetime.
I was calling this for about 3 weeks now.
You may be the woman from hell, but you came from my womb, and I will shove you back up there and spit you out for eternity.
God, I can't wait for this match.
And I'm gonna rip your tits off.
I'm gonna rip your tits off. Toni just. This feud just went from a 6 to a 60 right here. Jesus. Oh, this has to be the main event of Australia. It has to be. Mariah's scared. Like, she legit looks scared now. Like, what the hell did I do? Did I get duped? I'll get to your comment in just a second, RK. Because I got a very simple comment. Take a bow, Toni!
One mistake away from going back to ground zero. Who's going to take responsibility for that? Who's going to point fingers at who on that day? My vision is not one John Moxley. My vision is 1,000 John Moxleys. I want to backfill this place. I want it to last for 20 years, long after I'm dead, long after I'm gone. Because that is something worth doing. That's what I was sold on. That's why I came here.
Wow. Folks, I might have to do a review of Moxley's little video here coming up on Tuesday. Would you guys be interested in that? Because the up-close videos are usually pretty hoity-toity, but this one actually looks like it's fully in character, so I think it's going to be over the top here. So, okay, getting back to your comment, I have a simple rebuttal. Bully's going to say why the rest are there, but WWE does the same thing. It's only security that puts hands on wrestlers. I think it's more the fact... Oh, of course the commercial shows up. I'll wait till the commercial comes back to answer this up, folks. For those watching on YouTube, yes, we do run ads every 22 minutes here. There it is, the Hounds of Hell logo. My God, what a logo. Julia looks impressed. Hey, Snow Penguin, good to see you here tonight. Even Buddy's looking at the logo, he's like, yeah. And well, Julia is just Julia. Everybody's so happy with what Julia's been doing. And like the way Julia's return was filmed and set up, and that little feud with Hayter just to get things figured out here a little bit. This will be fun. Seeing Matthews and King going together here. And the Gates of Agony once again are about to be cannon full dare. But no, RK, sorry. I was going to answer your question, then all of a sudden, or your comment, and had to throw back to, had a commercial break thrown in, so I didn't want to get involved there. Bully is, with all due respect, Bully I don't think is even going to say anything about this because he's not watching. And I don't think he will watch. Even though he's got to see these clips of what happened with Toni Storm. They have to see this. This is just... That's the kind of segment we need on Collision on a more consistent basis that is going to drive people to this product here to watch on a Saturday night. But yeah, Snow Penguin just getting your streaks together. Hey, I appreciate that. You know, it's funny. I do the same thing with my Xbox all the time. I'll just literally go in and play one game of baseball just so I can get my 15 minutes in so I keep my streak alive for my Xbox Game Pass perks. So I completely feel where you are there. Sorry, every time I see a... Shawn Michaels hit Sweet Chin Music on Kevin Owens. Kevin's definitely winning on Sunday. Or next Saturday. How's the matches? Matches have been pretty solid. Like, there wasn't anything over the top here tonight. Samoa Joe basically ripped apart Nick Wayne outside. Nick got a little bit more in than we expected. And then Commander looked a little bit nervous, but other than that, was fine. He lost to Okada, which is no bad thing again with the champ. Then Danny Garcia in 2.0 lost the Undisputed Kingdom in a pretty decent trios match. And then that segment, like, We knew it was coming. We just didn't know when the pop moment was going to be. And the fact that it happened here in Jacksonville, and now they can have some spice going into this match in Australia. Because I think it would be a bit of a mistake if they kept this going as long as they did. If they kept going a little longer. And of course, Buddy Matthews with the hot tag here. Sorry, you get a little divided when you get multiple shows going on right now, and Jesus, that knee. Jumping knee to a Samoan, yeah, just hit him in the head a few more times, see what happens. And Buddy forgot that the ringside area is a little smaller in Daly's place. Let's just randomly go into picture-in-picture, even though we're not even going to announce it or anything. Production. But yeah, for matches that I don't expect a whole lot out of, they're actually showing up really... Oh, God. That was pretty innovative. Where you hook your leg inside the rope and then all of a sudden use the momentum to get your knee in the face. To me, that seems pretty decent, but... Nice little job here staying consistent here. Sorry, I had a little trail off there for a second. I want to see the Hurt Business Hurt Syndicate, sorry, just come out here and just make their presence known against the Hounds of Hell. Could you imagine how good that match is going to be? You want your meat main event, and I know we've been asking for it for a while. Let's go with a trios match. Trios tag match. The Hounds of Hell taking on the Hurt Syndicate, taking on the Callis family, Archer or the Murder Machines in Brian Cage and Lance Archer. You can't tell me that wouldn't be a meat division. Hell, if you want to make it a four-way, just throw in Hobbs and pick your big man. Mark Davis, that's who I was thinking of off the top of my head. Hobbs and Joe? That would probably be Hook and Joe, right? No, Hobbs and Joe would be a lot of fun too. Could you imagine Hobbs learning from Joe? Hobbs would be unstoppable. Like, that would be a cheat code and a half. Yeah, it would definitely be fun to see what we can do. If we can actually seriously get a meat division put together. Even if you do the tag division like that. And I was talking about it on Wednesday. I still feel that in many ways, you could get away with a junior tag title here in AEW. You got your top flights, you got your little Bowser brothers. Oh, God. That had to suck. Huge knee to the face there during that break.
Toni Leona back sent on driving all the wind out of the chest of Buddy Matthews. It has been a struggle for Matthews to get his air back, get his wind back as this match has continued.
And Bishop, a lot of people don't realize, I do believe Bishop is one of those homegrown Ring of Honor guys.
Trying to will on her teammates.
Like his start out was just at the end of the Sinclair era. And he's just been picked up and keep going. If I think I'm pretty safe to assume that's the case there. And Brody King is in, and World's going to go to hell at this point. Like, Brody can beat everybody up with zero effort.
Flesh on flesh.
Standing cross body doesn't do a whole lot. My God. Even sandbagged, he managed to get him up pretty good there. No, that won't be enough. They got to use the tag team move. You're just announcing yourself as a brand new tag team away from the House of Black. You better show up with a new tag move.
Vicious headbutt.
Great double team work.
Unless your name's FTR, then you can use a shatter machine till your life comes back. The shatter machine, the big rig, whatever you want to call it.
Leona there, getting all of his body weight across the shoulders of King.
Right.
Attention to detail. Now take a look at this. Second time.
Yeah, no, they're not going to do that to Buddy.
Matthews had to come in there.
But Buddy's got to get me to break it up, sorry. Not going to do it to Brody.
Let's do a boot. Brody's still in there.
Sit out Bossman Slam.
Kick. Back and forth. No one can really get a decisive advantage.
Oh, look at the power.
Oh my God.
Incredible. He will not let go.
Unbelievable.
He's going to try.
That had to suck.
Brody King's going to get it.
That's how you do a pile driver.
Oh my God.
And he got up from it.
The strength of the Samoan.
Got up from the cover.
That's some Samoa edge to it. Well, Buddy's starting to bark, so that helps Brody.
And everybody barking here in the arena here at Daly's place. Double team. Sliding drop kick. Cannonball. Combination. 1, 2, 3.
So using the cannonball, okay.
Picked up the win, but they had to go through hell to do it.
Sort of apropos that they're using this in starting out in Jacksonville with it. Sort of the spiritual home of AEW, not just the business office.
Yes, the hands of hell get the win. Right now, standing by live. Let's go back to Lexi there once again.
All right, Lexi, let's go see what your husband has to say. Oh no, it's another boom. And boom.
Friend out of Harley Cameron. I love these guys. We bring the bam. Yes, baby, you, the oatmeal raisin cookie, and the tuna melt. That's not what we do. Oh, well, I do know that you have it on your soda.
We do, that's right. Break the boom here with the AMH band and our good friend, the Rizzler. So, oh, yeah, you sing too.
This whole thing? I dabble a little bit in it, but
Okay.
We're certainly not listening to a TikTok family and a girl who's after the TBS championship but can't even win a match on the TV. Unlike me tonight when I win this four-way match. Let's go.
Oh God, Harley, never leave AEW. Never leave AEW. The creativity that you can do at AEW is off the freaking charts. So yeah, now we're going to get that 4-way match between Deonna Purrazzo, Queen Aminata, Yuka Sakazaki, and Serena Deeb. The winner is going to get Mercedes Moné for the TBS Championship on Dynamite. So be interesting to see which way they're going to go here, because they've already done Aminata once. I'd almost think that Purrazzo might be the good way to go here. Because I'm sorry, Serena Deeb has the charisma of a wet paper bag. And Yuka, they just haven't been able to invest enough in her to get this crowd over with her. Like, the online crowd is over with Yuka Sakazaki just because of everything she's done internationally. But unfortunately, she got injured and caused so many problems that way. But they're going to have to invest some time to get it up there. Yeah, I really do hope it's Purrazzo. And I wonder if it's... And this is just me thinking out loud. I wonder if this stems from when Purrazzo put out the note that she was taking select independent bookings. And just the report that, you know, just with everything going on with TNA and how good that it appears right now. Which the live TNA, I got to admit, actually was I didn't get a chance to see all of it. As a casual fan, seeing the first wrestlers wrestling on my screen dressed up in cowgirl outfits that look like cows. Not the best way to put things forward, but the wrestling was good for what I saw. Like I said, I was flipping channels on Thursday, and pretty decent night of wrestling overall. I want to give kudos to TNA for at least trying to do something creative to fix up the digital media title snafu that was going on, with Steph DeLander winning it in the divorce settlement with PCO. I think that's the smartest, probably one of the smartest ways you could have done it. And it just seems so Santino, so it sort of works rather perfectly.
For agreeing to no physicality. Now we are here in Jacksonville, the home of AEW, and I know Daly's place means a lot to both of you. Daly's place is the heart of AEW. I mean, recordar es vivir. I'm just reminiscing of the past 2020 when I came on the Forbidden Door, then the Lights Out match, then all of those beautiful memories. You were a champion? Yeah, I don't care about the past. This is the present, and it's time that AEW realizes the star cannot be for it is. And if I have to tear apart a former champion to show it, I will.
So you want to catch these hands? Do you?
I'm pretty sure that's why we're here. I'm challenging you to a match, and I'll put La Mira in the ground, and maybe I'll reminisce about something.
Well, better be a good memory, Penelope, because I'm gonna make it fun and very, very memorable.
All right, well, we got them said enough about the PCO situation on social media. Moving on, hope he does. I think PCO's running out of places to go, so that's probably why he's as bitter as he was, personally, but...
TBS Championship qualifier 4-way match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Taya Valkyrie from Hackettstown, New Jersey, the Virtuosa Deonna.
I would love to see Deonna and Mercedes.
Deonna Purrazzo, the Vendetta, now with Taya Valkyrie. This is a 4-way match, which means no disqualification.
Winner of which will get a TBS title opportunity against the champion.
So we're getting the ads coming up right away here, but... Yeah, like I said, I'm hoping that everybody... I hope that everything works out for TNA the way things are going right now.
Wrestlers in the women's division, Jose
You better be careful that GCW doesn't find tour. That's why I think PCO's running out of places to go. Because even like right now, apparently Lauderdale said don't get that stupid. And he went off script and basically they cut it off real quick. Let's face it, GCW does have I don't want to say a working relationship, but they have a cooperation with WWE with the fact that I do believe the last show at Hammerstein, they had 3 members of WWE ID on the card. From Southtown, Final Fury, of course. Anyway, GCW also uses TNA talent. Yeah, so Lauderdale's got to be very careful about that too, right? And then here we got Queen Aminata, which she really, Aminata just looks like either she's going to do a job or she's out to kill Deanna, one or the other. That's why I think Peraza might actually be the top choice here. Because I'm not exactly, like, Aminata, I don't see her as believable to beat Monet. Everybody's rolling out of it and then rolling back into it. Relax, Queen Aminata. Queen. See, Taya, if you're going to insult, you got to have insulting names ready. Come on, Queenie. You can just take it easy here, Queenie. So what Peraza going to throw Sakazaki out of the ring and then just...
I think what's going on here is that when look at this.
See, this is what you do. You bring your own gang to ringside, right?
Absolutely. Try and roll up that time, Peraza.
Jesus.
The tape got run out of him out. Drop to hold. Serena Deeb. Before the legs.
Oh, no. Snap the knee at the same time?
The one lady in this match who has looked the sharpest. 2 birds with 1 stone there. And still to come, we're going to hear live from Big Bill after what happened in the parking lot earlier in this telecast.
Big Bill's getting attacked once again. I'm calling that right now.
Championship altered to come here live tonight. Jared will join us for that match as well.
Could you imagine Shibata beating Takeshita tonight? Just, even if it's for a week. Because I think right now Takeshita has 3 titles. He's got at least 2. And having too many titles on on the same person is not necessarily a good thing. Even though by the end of tonight on 2K24, we might have that on our women's division. All right, are we hitting picture or full commercial? Ah, they finally got it fixed. That a great job. As you see Taya just enjoying life, try to get involved as much as possible here. Have to say, these are pretty solid matches here tonight. The pacing of them, for the most part, has been okay. Like I said, Commander just looked nervous tonight for some reason. Maybe it's just he loves Okada that much that he wanted to make sure he didn't feel great about doing that. Sakazaki just trying to get a shot in on Taya, and just, yeah, no, that didn't work too well. At least the ladies are getting a little bit of time here tonight. And I say that as Serena ends up hitting her finishing neck breaker, but the Corey Coast didn't work. Diana, you better keep eyes in the back of your head right now. And of course, the referee's not checking on the person getting submitted right now. Come on, referee! I'll blow a whistle on you. And we've gone to full commercial at this point, so forgive me if the pinfall happens while we're on commercial break. Bell, fix your stuff. I'm on Telus, but this is a Bell channel. As I say, it is supported by TSN and those guys still. But yeah, what do you guys think with the fact that we've heard that Amazon Prime is actually signing on to be a provider for AEW pay-per-views internationally, since there's no Max in Canada and whatnot. Apparently, a deal's come down that they are going to be able to use Amazon Prime as their basically the equivalent to Max is going to be Amazon Prime apparently coming up, at least for the pay-per-views. No, the Venus de Milo is got to get both in there. Yeah, people forget that Daly's Place is actually an outdoor venue. All right, everybody's dead in the ring now. Referee, call them all out. 5, 10, done. Everybody faces Mercedes on Wednesday. Yeah, Aminata, that actually looked pretty, if I do remember, that match was okay between Mercedes and Queen Aminata. That was the rebound match from the Brit match for Mercedes, I do believe. Nice crossbody. Everybody asking Posey for how much time's left. Instinctively, Aminata falls to her front. I like that. If you're a wrestler, you probably want to give up your back more than your front, because if you give up your front, you're able to be covered for a pinfall.
Sakazaki again, pushing back.
She's at the feet of Taya Valkyrie. Meanwhile, over here on the other side, on the rampway.
All right, well, we're getting into a heavy duty fight here on the. Well, it looks like we're resuming a new rivalry here.
Absolutely. September of 2024, watch out.
Valkyrie's here. Come on.
Outside that you can see through the
Get Sheeta in there.
And meanwhile, both these women of the vendetta taking care. Wait a minute, it's Harley Cameron.
What is she doing?
Harley. Okay. I'll take a Harley here.
Oh, she gets a pump kick to the face.
At least the outside are being disposed of.
Into the armbar.
Once again, the Fujiwara armbar. Rolled up. Deanna rolls through.
No way. Oh my God. All right. We got Yuka and commentary going about Queen having to go through 3 other women. No, because each one of them has to go through 3 women. And obviously, based on the result, it didn't do that. This actually might save the Deonna Purrazzo match for later on, which isn't something Tony Khan likes to do a lot, but it looks like we're going to get a Deonna Purrazzo Harley Cameron feud, maybe. Or hear me out. I'll get to my storybook here in a sec.
Our message? When these hands bark, we bark together.
Really, Okada? Ooh.
You bark like a bitch.
Ooh, here we go.
That's on the line against me. No. Well, yes, you're the bitch then.
Ooh. Hey kids. Okada Matthews Grand Slam.
Tim Allen stars in a new episode of Shit.
All right, let me back this up here because we got to get to the wrap up for the week here coming up. But my booking, hear me out. Yuka faces Mercedes here. Mercedes wins, of course. But then after the match, Mercedes decides to beat up Yuka a little bit more. Harley comes in for the save, and now after her demanding that she get a match against Mercedes, this is how she gets the match without actually having to win a match to get it. So her first ever win could be for the TBS Championship. Could you imagine that? A little bit crazy, but... And Deonna should be on a pay-per-view anyways? Absolutely. Like, that's the problem with being such a bloated roster of everybody that's on there right now. Deonna should be used a lot more. A lot of the wrestlers should be used a lot more, but do we want 20 matches on a card? It's almost to the point where every big promotion is going to have a 2-day event, just like WrestleMania or SummerSlam. But yeah, just so We're getting up to our main event here. So as per tradition, I break down everything that we're going to be doing here for the next week. So after we're done here, we're going to fire up the Xbox. We're going to fire up a little WWE 2K24. We're going to be booking our last 2 weeks going into the Fastlane pay-per-view. Or PLE, sorry. My bad. Got to get these two straight. We're going to be booking weeks 13 and 14 going into the PLE. No stream tomorrow. Go Bills. Monday, I might pop on depending on what the announcement is for 2K24 during Raw or 2K25 during Raw. Or I might just give my reaction to it real quick. Tuesday, we'll bring in the Fight Club after, it'll probably be about 7, 8 o'clock somewhere in there, Mountain Time. And Wednesday, we'll be back here with AEW Dynamite, which is going to fig Brian Cage versus Will Ospreay. We're going to have Yuka Sakazaki versus Mercedes Moné. I guarantee you they're probably going to set up Bill and Hobbs, whether it be Wednesday or Saturday. And then Thursday, we'll be here with Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. And then back here, maybe for some 2K24. No,
Collision, everyone. You want to assault me out in the parking lot? Well,
I love how his voice broke when he talking about assault.
for what you did. Last week, you gave some cute story about this is where it all began for you in Jacksonville, Florida. Well, Hobbs, do me a favor. Take your bum knee, hobble on out here, and this is where I will finish it for you.
Okay.
And it looks like Powerhouse Hobbs is going to answer the call. Security wants to hold him back.
They're giving the whole fog effect and everything, even though... Security, why? Just why? Why? Of course, the big security guy just goes down big time. And the obligatory meat chant. And of course, in the bag is the knee brace. Guarantee that's the knee brace. Oh, it's his knee brace, a brick and a chain. Oh, handcuffs. Oh, jeez, they screwed up the cuffs. They ended up hooking on it themselves, so they couldn't even use it. All right, last year was Mercedes Martinez and Thunder Rosa up here doing this stuff. They're going to use the table since they couldn't do the handcuff spot. Sounded like a shotgun went off there.
In the eyes of Big Bill. He's not done with that chair.
Sadistic look in the eyes of the Red
Jesus.
Payback and looking defiant.
Absolutely defiant. Standing
Hobbs just wants to get destroyed here or what?
Hobbs still pulling himself up. Looking right at Big Bill.
This very well could end up being a revolution match between these two.
Good God.
And Bill refuses to go for the head, which I appreciate.
Live interview with Big. Unbelievable. The blood. Using grips. Using a chain. Using handcuffs. A chair. And now.
knee brace.
Oh, look at this. Fucking Hobbs. Hobbs, who was down for quite a while with an injury. He had an injury right here at Tony's place, by the way.
So he probably was supposed to be handcuffed and then smacked in the head
Now as Big Bill
with the brick.
made good on his promise on the brick. The brick, Tony.
My God, a brick that was in that backpack. He threw a brick at Hobbs and missed him outside. And Hobbs is
Oh,
set that time with a kick to the
right into Little Bill's. Do you call them the quarters? Maybe the hindquarters.
powerhouse Hobbs. Unbelievably has absorbed his punishment.
Uh,
Still in it.
I love you, man. Boom. Would have been cool if he just yelled, I love you solo, and then just boom.
Have you seen the fans react here at Daly's place?
Crowd's still into it, besides absolutely freezing right now.
Have a main event to go.
Belly to belly, driving down through the table.
Like right now, we are at roughly the same temperature here in Edmonton as they are in Orlando or in Jacksonville.
Carnage
I think we're at about 28 degrees Fahrenheit right now. It's -3, according to my computer here. We going to commercial? We going to an ad? Oh, there we go. Doctor Strange's place? Oh, the House of Callus. Well, I guess if Callus doesn't have to pay for socks, he can afford a house like this.
Sorry to keep everybody waiting. I'm moving a little slowly from what Kenny did to me. That should be a lesson to all of us that this is not the same Kenny Omega that faded away into the night a year ago. This is a bloodthirsty Kenny Omega. This is a Kenny Omega who lacks empathy. And this is a Kenny Omega who's not going to stop until he spills my blood, which means he's going to spill all of yours first. So you should be very concerned. And now this
And all the like, I don't care.
dance cannot be allowed to take place. We cannot allow them on the same page. It cannot be allowed to come to fruition. And I want to know exactly.
Don, we hear you, but I mean, take a look at us. There's five. There's only two of them.
You of all people should know not to short sell Kenny Omega. Remind everybody here that a barely focused, barely mentally there Kenny Omega won 3 world titles with me in 3 months. This is not the same Kenny Omega. Who said there's only 5 of us?
John Callis defending earlier in the week.
So now we get to our main event. Sorry, chat, just throwing things out here. Who had Solo Sikoa, or not Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu destroying Braun Strowman in their 2025 bingo card? I think it's appropriate. Yeah, this one's definitely going overtime just because they want to be the last one on TV. Oh, he ain't fooling around. He has some respect going here. This will be fun. You want to talk about a title match? Yes, Gunther and Jey Uso's good on one side. We got Takeshita on and Shibata on the other side, and it's all about your taste.
What a pleasure it is to have you here at ringside, Don. We heard your comments in your house about how dangerous and bloodthirsty Kenny Omega is now.
Hey, listen, I had to have a guarantee that Kenny Omega is not in Jacksonville because Kenny Omega attacked me. I came out. I tried to just congratulate him on being back, and I was the victim there. He attacked me.
Oh, God. Don.
What's wrong with him? You think people are stupid? Yes, I actually do think
There are a lot of stupid people in America.
I love that. I wish people would use that more. Do you think people are stupid? Yes, I do.
right now what we've got here is
For me, it just seems so apropos on so many levels.
Shibata. I have a lot of respect for him, but he's not Takeshita. Takeshita's the greatest thing to ever come out of Japan, Jim Ross.
Takeshita reminds me of a young Antonio Inoki. Long, rangy, strong, and very strategic.
I love that Jim Ross is calling this with a little bit of history in there with Inoki. Like he's not going to have the knowledge that Excalibur has, but at the same time, he's able to give you just enough of a story just to make things go here.
The greatest international champion of all time in the history of All Elite Wrestling, and he's the best bell-to-bell wrestler on the planet right now. I've said it many times. He's beat Kenny Omega twice.
I don't know if you call Takeshita the greatest one yet. In my opinion, I still think Orange Cassidy was the greatest international champion ever in the history. It's only got, 4 years? That title's only got to be 3 or 4 years old?
But despite how good Takeshita is, despite the
Well, we had
you would have to say, Don, if he's able
Pac had it first, then Orange.
to like giving the
Mox, Phoenix, Orange.
feather of this young man.
Mox, Phoenix, Mox, Orange.
He's a great submission wrestler. We know that. We've seen he's got many ways to end a match, to finish guys. And we have
Roderick, Will.
he's a legend, as you said.
Roderick, Will, Takeshita.
See in Japan is extremely important. A huge factor
And Will didn't have it long enough to consider himself the greatest champ ever.
for wrestling in general.
I want to ask Jim Ross, because Jim, I know you like
It's actually interesting that we can almost mentally go through the entire cycle of who won it from start to finish.
has got a significant size advantage here tonight.
Just reminds me of the Survival Series on Parts Unknown.
Throughout this matchup, or any matchup, I think he's
Actually, Wrestle Talk's the one that does that one. Sorry. Security guard's like, I'm trying to watch the crowd. Piss off. I am in my parka.
Shibata, but he's never wrestled Takeshita. No, and this is what we've worked on. This outside the square circle stuff. Takeshita's become much more vicious.
well, he's not being real smart now.
And he even knows where the camera is. I like that. Hey, both guys taking a break. You sit down, then you sit down, then you sit down, then you sit down.
Well, I think the referee's trying to get him back in the ring.
Aubrey ain't gonna get nobody back in the ring. Shibata smart that way.
Don Callis watches on. Great fan support here tonight in Jacksonville.
Are we going half screen or full screen? All right, we're going half screen for the break here. Good on them. No, good picking by Tony Khan to put this match here for our main event here tonight. Because it is a match that a lot of diehards want. And it's one people will go back and look for later because it definitely does have a good ring to it and a good feel to it. And do I think the title's changing hands? No, I don't think they're going to change hands for a while. If they do, I'm not going to feel bad about it. Because it's funny because Ospreay's original complaint about this was to get an international championship back because he lost it in a three-way where he didn't get pinned. That three-way between Ospreay, Ricochet, and Takeshita is where he ended up losing that title. And at that time, we all thought it was going to be Takeshita to win it, so good on him for making the good choice here. And of course, they know they're in a commercial break, so they're going to get into these rest holds right now. Of course, Shibata's got to be a hero and release the hold ASAP, right? If I was him, I would have held it for about 4.5. And considering it's Aubrey in there, I don't know if she can count that high right now to 5. Lord knows they don't know how to count to 10, those referees, so. As we set things up in the corner here. Because we're probably going to our final segment here for tonight.
International Championship. Great match. Great fan support. I know the fans here in Jacksonville excited about their new football coach, Liam Cohen, just announced.
Did you hear about this drama about Liam Cohen? So, Liam Cohen was the defensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who were dying to sign him, dying to re-sign him. They agreed to make him one of the most expensive coaches in the NFL right now, which really is saying something. So as they're trying to find him to sign this contract, he's gone to Jacksonville to go get this interview for a head coach. And Tampa's like, no, we agreed to a deal. You get your ass over here and sign this. Later on, they find out, nay, I've decided I'm going to take my talents to Jacksonville and signs a contract there. It's one of the few times where a team is completely pissed that one of their assistants got a higher job. And I really hope that they get a offensive coordinator for Jacksonville. I know that Tony Khan can script wrestling, but he can't script offensive plays. And this isn't the Dallas Cowboys, so I'd like to have him be somewhat reputable.
There you see it right there. That is coming up Saturday, February 15th. And that is 3 weeks away.
Jesus, Takeshita landed on his head there. Oh, God. This crowd got to see the moon and the stars and the shiny sky. It's very dangerous that Shibata's bare ass is going to be all over the internet now. Or not Shibata, Takeshita's.
Something superstar that might step out from behind the shadows. What, you don't know his age? What's that? I don't reveal his age. That's personal information.
Right, as a fans chant
Oh, yeah, he's a FOIP guy. That's right.
these two combatants going back out.
We're seeing an epic main event here tonight. Back at 6 round in Jacksonville.
We're seeing two of the great athletes internationally for the international championship. And now, plenty of action.
Oh, sleeper. There you go. Nice counter to the counter. I've always waited for somebody to do that. Set up that. If you're going to, if you fall on your back, let it go. Absorb the hit. Spread your arms out. Absorb that hit. Then sink it right back in. It makes so much sense to do that.
Otherwise, he's going out. He's got him. He's got him. Hook him. Hook him. There you go. He does have him right now.
Oh, God.
Styles Clash coming.
Nope. Jesus. Wheelbarrow suplex and a running knee. And Shibata hits the... They both hit their finishers right there.
Shibata's got one gear, fellas. One gear.
Because I know Takeshita does use that running knee once in a while.
Hey, what a unique situation.
And yeah, Shibata just hit his PK.
We're seeing a classic matchup.
They're enjoying seeing one of my guys get it handed to him right here in front of them.
It's not all about you, though.
That's sick, JR.
Calm down.
We told you that, right, JR?
Rainmaker. Oh, never mind. Forearm.
Shibata, who has been the Ring of Honor pure champion, but never an AEW champion. Can this be tonight?
It's a matter of time. If not tonight, soon thereafter, I'm going to believe.
Everyone wants that international title because Takeshita and I have elevated it from the heights it
I think it was Orange Cassidy who did most of the elevating, Don. With all due respect.
up down to the stretch. Where you going? Well, brother,
Oh, well. Callis realizes he ain't gonna...
hope so. And then when Don Callis leaves and goes to the ring, to me that means trouble.
Of course it does. And I've got flowers in his hand.
Listen to that reaction. Yeah, deservedly so.
And the crowd, he's like, ooh, this crowd knows who I am? Wow.
Now what's he doing? He said something to the timekeeper, or maybe to our ring announcer marketing. I'm not so sure, but he leaned over and said something. Pick up.
Folding up like an accordion there.
Takeshita with a two run out of there. Neither one of these two men together will stay down.
Fighting spirit. They taught it from a young age.
But the fighting spirit is draining from the body of the international champion, Takeshita.
Of course Callis gets involved. I don't know if he forgot to kick out of that. Jesus, let's go. Shibata fire. Uh-oh. Blue Thunder Bomb. Kicks out at one. You effed up. You effed up. This is great. This is a great finish here. Jesus. Damn. I couldn't remember the name of the finisher, and neither could Toni. So, you know, I don't feel too bad. Because we're going to be fading to black here pretty quick here. Huh. It's so funny. Oh, yep. quick fade to black. No fooling around there. I just find it funny that they, I'll talk about Saturday night's main event and what I just saw the result of the last match. I'll talk about that during WWE 2K24. All in all tonight, I think the moment that everybody's going to remember more than anything is the Toni Storm moment, where she revealed that she was acting and she does remember everything and she knows exactly what's going on. And just having everything line up like that perfectly, just that pop the crowd gave her for admitting it where she was there. I love the fact they did it on Collision. That way, people might actually consider things happening there. But all in all, the matches, like I said, Commander looked a little squeamish in his match against Okada. The opening contest, pretty solid to start off here, as Samoa Joe let Nick Wayne get a little bit in there and then all of a sudden took it all away. So Samoa Joe established himself again. The 6-man tag, UE against 2.0 and Garcia. I think it's setting up UE to maybe take on the Death Riders at this point. We're getting those wins. We're getting that solidification. We're also going to get that history, that ROH history. And hopefully we can get those titles back and moving around a little bit more. The segment with Big Bill and Hobbs, both backstage and up front, pretty solid. The fighting in the back, and then just, other than the fact the cuffs didn't want to work for Bill, poor Bill. You got to work on that kind of stuff a little better. And then the women's four-way, Yuka Sakazaki coming out of nowhere to win that match. Especially the fact that she had a rivalry with Deeb, and that sort of just got put aside for a little bit here. So I think it's so Mercedes can have a match on Dynamite just to get her a match, because she has been on TV for a while. And then, yeah, we got our main event, which was a hell of a contest here between two very deserving champions with Takeshita and Shibata. Shibata still needs some work to get that title, but Takeshita proving why he's one of the best wrestlers on the planet, without a doubt. All in all, I think it was a very, very decent show. Very good show. Wrestling needed to be a little tighter in a couple spots there, but hell, it happens. I still say it's a hell of a Saturday night show to go to, and like I said, the thing that people remember more than anything else about this is the promo by Toni Storm. So, but with that being said, I think we're going to wrap this up here tonight for this portion of the show. We are going to go to about a 5-minute break here. I do need to get the Xbox fired up. Need to unload the old drink, because I've been drinking a lot tonight. Iced tea, nice and healthy. And we're going to be back here with some WWE 2K24 weeks 13 and 14 of my GM mode, season 4. We're going to work our way towards the last 2 Hall of Fame trophies I need to get. So we are at 8 now, so hopefully we can get to 10 soon. But yeah, with that being said, I do want to say thank you to everybody for stopping by here. I know that with 2 different shows on tonight, it's a little bit hit or miss what you're going to see and what you're going to enjoy as we go around. But it's always a pleasure to have you around and stick around and join me here. So.